Alright, how's it going, guys? It's Nick back in the garage here. So, been looking online and I decided to make this video because I couldn't find anywhere on there about how to pull apart and clean small block Chrysler lifters, hydraulic roller lifters for the 5.2s and the 5.9s. A lot of people are just like, don't worry about it, throw it in there, it's good to go. Yeah, I mean, give it a little once over, kind of clean it out and stuff like that. But no one has actually shown how to tear it down. And I'm hoping with this last lifter, after I've done all the other 16 of these dingum things, that this one will actually play nice. And the other thing I will say too, they don't really want to play nice. Half of them play nice. So pull the clip out, throw it in there. All that solution is just half simple green, half water. A lot of people can roast me on that. It seems to work pretty fine for me. So what I do too is now I take the straight pick and just go around the edge right there with a clip, right under the clip. Just kind of go around it to get all that surface junk off of there. Let's see. Wrap it up. Get it nice and clean. And then I'll take my compressed air just with a metal chuck at 90 psi, like tool pressure. And I'll take that oil passage hole, which in the lifters points up. So I'll take that hole and I'll plug it with my thumb and just pop that off. Top one always comes off real nice and easy. All of them have done that. I've not had one that's gotten stuck. So it's good. Just throw that one in there. Matter of fact, I'll just leave that one there. It's fine. So now you'll look down in there and you see all that nice gooey oil. So I can get a light down in there. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. So dump that all out. Sometimes that oil can help if it's compressed in here. If the oil or if the lifter is actually compressed behind it. Now, some of these, like I said, half of them have played nice and popped out, where the whole thing just boop, right out. And I've been able to clean the spring and the actual the little plunger assembly in there. The other ones have always gotten stuck. If it gets stuck, just throw it in the degreaser and let it soak overnight, and then come back out and try to do it in the morning. So let's see. All right, so that one popped up. Nice. But it didn't come up all the way. Now I've had this happen too, probably like 3 or 4 of them. They get stuck like that. And what I try to do is see if I can get it out the rest of the way. So no, it won't. It just wants to spray. All right, at this point, a couple things that we can try. I can get a new towel real quick. Oh yeah, and in Texas, it's 93.3 degrees in this garage, and I don't have a fan on because I'd like for you to be able to hear me. So there's that. All right, now that I've got that plunger halfway up, what I have done is I've taken just a regular bolt, maybe let's say about 1 inch long, 3/4 of an inch long, not a big deal. It's rounded at the base, as you can see, so it's not like straight where it's going to mar anything up. So it's not going to scratch anything in there. And I'll take it and basically just stick this in and try to shove that plunger back down just like that. And I'll take that top piece and I'll stick it on there and see. Okay, so yeah, she wants to move around now, so she wants to plunge. So then I'll take this with the top plunger on it and stick it in, and I'll see if I can push it and compress it all the way down. So it kind of bounced down. Let's see if we can get it out. Sometimes you kind of have to just play with it. So people can yell at me all they want. This is my engine, my build. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I want to. So what I kind of want to do is get it to where it locks that bottom plunger down. do that. Well, let's see if we can still pop it out. I don't want to do that. Almost. Just kind of have to keep fighting that bridge now. Push it in and get it to pop out a little bit more. No. Okay. Little check ball. It's not holding any pressure. It's not compressed. Okay. Something else that I've done, if they don't want to come out and they want to fight you basically, is you can take your brake cleaner, make sure that this is compressed. So it is. Take it and you'll stick it right there on that check ball and just basically just do a little bump, little bump, little bump. And look at all that nice, delicious, yucky oil coming out. So you can do that a couple of times as well and call it squaresies basically. See if I can get it to. Ta-da! There you go. There's that. Look at all that delicious sludge. Now, if someone has probably spun a bearing, this might be a really good idea to do, if you can. Like I said, some of them suck, some will come in, some will come out, some won't do anything at all, and you just have to make do with what you can. But once it's apart like this, then you basically drop it in the degreaser. Let it clean that overnight. Come back out. I've got a little pipe cleaner type dealy bob here, and it's got a little wax plasticky thing over the tip so it doesn't mar any metal surfaces. But I'll just run that inside of it with a little bit of brake cleaner, kind of clean it up, pour it out, stick a paper towel down in it, and grab a corner like so, stick it down in there, just turn it, spin it. Your rag will end up looking like that. This will end up looking like this, but hey, guess what? You got a nice clean part. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, I want to throw this in here real quick. I've got those other ones, the last three, pulled out. Got them to pop out and everything. It's all good. Like I said, you let it soak for a little bit. You can kind of play with it and get it back and forth and use the compressed air in the chuck and just pop it back out, and they'll get out, and you let it sit in there for a little bit. But I noticed when I pulled one of them out, and I guarantee you this is one of the ones that was stuck. We have this plunger, and as you can see, it's got that little buildup on it, that crusty stuff right there, and that's most likely what is jamming it up. Now, a real easy way to fix that I have realized is, if you don't have this stuff, you need to definitely go get some. But it's just gray. It's very, very fine or ultra fine. This stuff right here. Just go to Harbor Freight, or not Harbor Freight, Home Depot. You can even try to get it online or anything. You might even have it at your local paint supply store. But yeah, get this stuff because the red stuff is too abrasive. It's too rough. You don't want to mar any of this up or scratch it up. But I noticed by doing a little spot right there that it worked. Get up here a little bit closer. Basically go over it just very finely. You don't have to be too hard or heavy on it. looks like it's a little stained on there, but it is slick. And I can't feel anything on that. So yeah, now it should slide back in there pretty good. Spray anything back off. Make sure nothing's down inside of it. Sorry if that hurt your ears, I apologize. Let's see, just take one of these. It's already been cleaned up. Real nice and good in there, if you can see. It's good. Alright, so we'll take that, take a spring, drop it down in there, make sure that it's seated straight. You don't want it crooked or anything. We'll take that plunger, stick it in there. Yep, she drops in there real nice and easy. Take one of the top pieces, and I've gone through and I've cleaned all these off and dried them, blown compressed air out on them. I've realized this helps a lot too. Drop that in there like so. Kind of hard to do one-handed here. Just kind of push it down. You can see that where it's down, and you can see that lip up in there. And you will take pin. I work one side in. Just kind of walk it in. Of course, the one time on camera, this is gonna be stupid. Okay, you get it in there. That you get the butt in there. You can see that tip is still sticking up right there, and all I do is take my straight pick and just push down on it. Ta-da! There you go. Everything looks good, nice and squishy. Good to go. Finish the last three up. Thank you guys.